And we are back again. I apologize for cutting that duct tape early, but we have returned. We have our semifinals. The players finally finished up their vetoes, and we are diving into this PvP. Oh my god. This time it's not just Peruvians that are playing. Again, we casted plenty of them earlier today in today's tournament, but now we have a Chilean as well. And someone who's not quite a CranKy Duckling, but who has casted on this channel plenty of times here, and is a good dear friend. We'll see. We'll see how this series will go. Meanwhile, maybe we went live a little bit early because it looks like someone may be disconnecting because it's taking a while to load into this game. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. That hashtag Latin American internet. Ugh, feels bad, man. It happens. It happens. But yeah, fingers crossed, if someone does DC, we can always remake. It's not the biggest of deals. But hopefully this doesn't affect the series. Hopefully this doesn't affect the games themselves. Maybe it's just a little bit of an issue trying to get into the game itself, and the players are going to be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it's not me either. I'm connected to OBS, but it's happened before where oh. We're getting in. And no one disconnected. Let's go. Spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Oxide LE. We have the Chilean Protoss. He is pink, representing Alpha X. It is Cristiano. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Peruvian Protoss player representing Team Unidos por el Vicio. It is XionS. Oh boy, we're casting these players for the first time today, and who is going to rise, who will fall, who will advance on to the grand finals. What I will say is that congratulations to our semi-finalists, because they are already in the money. Bearing in mind, this tournament isn't top heavy like Copa Hyperion. Copa Hyperion, only the top 2 players get paid. Sentimiento Latino, it is top 4. And I did just get confirmation, because of the boosted prize pool by Lord Loken, the prize pool in total is 100 USD. So these players, they're making quite a bit of money already. Again, it's one of those things where that USD matters even more in Latin America just because of the currency conversion, and Latin America is a bit of a poorer continent. There are some poorer countries there, so that money matters so much more for these players. It's one of those things. There's a reason why when Cham was living in Mexico, he straight up lived as a pro gamer. Like, the money that he would earn from the weekly tournaments, like Copa Hyperion, like Battle of the Americas, like the other OSC events as well, and Ladder Heroes, he earned enough money through all of those weeklies to actually live and pay the bills and make enough money to eat food and all that good stuff. So yeah, like Cham was able to pull it off again, and so can these players if they can dominate as much as someone like Cham did. Meanwhile, here we are in this PvP, and XionS, he's being so cheeky. Oh my god. Throws down a pylon in the main base. That means that he can warp in some adepts into the main base, and also looking to proxy a starport. Oof. There it is. Starport gets thrown down. Meanwhile, Cristiano is across the map. He scouts. He sees both gases have been taken. He also sees that a pylon is missing. So he knows that there is a proxy out there. Most likely a proxy starport. Meanwhile, he catches the pylon in the main. He knows the pylon is going to get shut down. Nicely done here for Cristiano. One issue gets solved. But there is still another, and he needs to prepare. Is he going to have a pylon in his main base for a shield battery? Is he going to have stalkers out in time? I'm worried because he's rushing out of Robo. He throws down the shield battery at his natural. Understandable. Very safe move in case there was a proxy gateway out there, for example. But his natural is so exposed, and the Oracle is on the way, and he's not scouting. He's not looking around the edges of the map. He's not going to see this. Pylon is on the way for that shield battery. Is it going to be out in time? I don't think so. Oracle is being chronoed out. It is on the way. It's going to get in here, and how many probes is he going to get? Oh god, shield battery. No, he throws out 2 more gateways. Cristiano, he's going 3 gate with a war prism across the map, and that's great and all, but in comes the Oracle. We go 3 probes already going down. Nice reaction time by Cristiano. He pulls the probes immediately down into the natural base, but 5 probes end up falling. Oh my god. Sounds being a little bit too greedy. Can he escape with the Oracle? Oh, another shot. Doesn't go off. He does escape, and now a second Oracle is coming out. He can dive back in 1 shot, and no, Cristiano, he abandons the mineral line. Shield battery gets thrown down, but you know what? Oracles don't care about that, and more probes are falling. Cristiano, please. Oh god, he does finally respond in time, but now 11 probes in total. 6 here and 5 from earlier. That is a devastating amount of probe kills, and now XionS, he's catching up. He's ahead in that worker count. His Nexus was late, but because of the opener, because of the Oracles, he's fine. And what's scary is that the Oracle survived. Now there are 2 Oracles out on the map. They've already paid for themselves. Anything that they get now is just bonus damage. More importantly, he was even able to scout the main base. He saw all the gateways. He's going to see these additional gateways here in the natural. He's going to know that Cristiano is going for a 2-base all-in. Meanwhile, oh no, who is it? Dark King, please. For nada, Dark King. As Dark King seems to be lagging a little bit. Oh god. Feels bad, man. Thankfully it wasn't at a critical moments, but yeah, it does seem like Dark King is the one with internet issues at the moment. Feels bad, man. Now it looks like these Oracles aren't going to deal too much more damage. We do have Stalkers now in position in the main and the natural. But again, as a reminder, the War Prism comes out. How many gateways do we have in total? We have 5 gates for Cristiano. He wants to go across the map. He wants to go for that 2-base all-in. But he's been slowed down. He's had to waste time keeping his probes alive and remaking the probes as well. Like, this push isn't going to be anywhere near as strong as it could have been for Cristiano. And at home, XionS, he's got a shield battery, he's got overcharge, he has 2 immortals. Again, very solid defensive setup here for XionS. Can Cristiano break this? What I will say is that Cristiano has an option to go straight into the main base. That is the best option that he has. Trying to break the natural is going to be so difficult. Meanwhile, oh, the Oracle dives back in. Goes for the stasis. And 2 probes are going to be stasis. Not the biggest of deals, but now Cristiano is going across the map. Meanwhile, welcome Dark King to the cast. Mate, things are popping off.
Hi, hello everyone. Yes, it seems that I have arrived in the most critical moment of the game.
Mate, exactly. Cristiano, he's going for a 2-base all-in. He's trying to find a way into the main.
Yes, and I think he will find it, mate.
Oh.
Come on, blink, there we go. Blink has begun, mate. XionS is not ready. He only has a couple of immortals and only just a few sockets, and make look at the size of the army that Cristiano has.
Yeah, exactly. The boys are being forced off the line. They're going down. He has 2 immortals, which are great, but he has to keep them alive. They are the backbone of XionS' army, and he's pushing Cristiano back, but he's committed. He's warping in.
There we go, mate. Blink forward. 1 immortal goes down. The second one is getting destroyed as well. And mate, now this is a very, very close series between these 2 players. How many sockets does each one has? 10 for Cristiano, 7 for XionS, mate. This is going to be pure micro.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like XionS will just barely hold on. He even blinks on forward. He does not get the War Prism, though. Nicely done by Cristiano. And now, after all said and done, Cristiano is ahead in workers. And more importantly, mate, remember, he killed both Immortals on top of that.
Yes, and mate, he's standing behind this. He's looking pretty strong. Now he just needs to survive the possible counter attack from XionS, and he'll be good to go, mate.
Exactly. And what's important, this observer from Cristiano spots the move out. He knows that a counterattack is coming. He needs to prepare at the same time. Oh god, the Oracle comes back in. More probes are going down. And here come the Stalkers of XionS. There's no shield battery here at the third.
Yeah, there's no shield battery, there's Warp Prism. Please be careful. Ooh, dives straight into the Warp Prism. The Warp Prism falls, and now XionS is the one going into the offensive.
Yeah, exactly. He has the higher Stalker count. Nice snipe on that Warp Prism. Some of these pylons are going to go down. Oh, Cristiano, he's trying to push up a ramp into his opponent. Like, this is not going to work out for him.
Yeah, blink forward by XionS, mate. Can XionS... Is XionS going to be able to take it back, mate?
We'll see.
I think it's looking likely.
It's looking likely. What I will say is that he can't reinforce his army. He has to warp in at home. So it takes a while for the reinforcements to get here. Meanwhile, Cristiano does have the defender's advantage. Maybe he can try and deal with this, but the reinforcements are coming.
Yeah, reinforcements are coming from behind. Cristiano is getting sandwiched between the two sides, mate. And the top tier base is gonna go down.
Yeah, exactly. Behind this, XionS has his own third base. And now XionS is able to take back this game into his own hands. Meanwhile, Cristiano, he's essentially going to be forced into another 2-base all-in.
Yeah, basically. Look. Everything ends where everything starts, right, mate?
It all comes back around here, and I say that maybe XionS can even just end the game here. Like, the blinks are good enough, the reinforcements keep coming in, and Cristiano can't hold on.
Yeah, blinks are good enough. There are no shield batteries here as well, and mate, I think XionS is gonna be able to do it. Cristiano should pull the voice. He's not gonna do it. Instead, he's gonna GG.
GG gets called, and Cristiano takes game 1. Wow.
It's okay, Lights. Okay, so only one more game and you can have your castle back.
Fonarararking in the chat. But thank you so much for joining in at the last moment here. I appreciate it.
It's okay, mate. I'm tired. I'm dying, and here I am casting StarCraft.
Thank you so much. What I will say, and a lot of it did come down to this, those oracles from XionS did so much damage, and at the end there, I don't know if you noticed, XionS was actually sniping the probes, like during the defense, he was sniping the probes that were mining gas, and as a result, like, Cristiano, he never replaced those gas mining probes, and he had a pretty big mineral bank, but he didn't have any gas at all. Like, he couldn't warp in more stalkers to defend.
Oh no. I mean, nice way by XionS by targeting those pros, mate, and nice move. If that was indeed the factor that was determinant in the victory in that matchup.
Yeah, it was very smart if that was intentional. I don't know if, like, I don't know if he just came in and he's like, oh, these are the most exposed, I'll go for these ones, I guess. It just, like, worked out in the end, but yeah, it's cool how that played out. Meanwhile, mate, how have you been, by the way? Like, it's been quite a tournament, pretty massive turnout as well.
28 players. I mean, we have biggers. We have biggers. Like 28 is more than usual. Usually we have like what, like 20, something like that. 20 something, but it's an okay number. No, let me know if we ever hit 64. 64 is the one number that I want to have.
Oh, it's
and you know what, lad? You know what? If you take a good look at the bracket, 0 Brazilians.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Like, we've been having a lot of Peru, but like, yo, where's Brazil? Like, is there like a gladiator?
I don't know, mate. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea. Not even the caster showed up today, mate.
Yeah. Odd. Meanwhile, that's unfortunate. We may have to remake.
Why is that?
My game crashed. It straight up crashed.
Oh no.
My StarCraft straight up just died on me. I don't know what happened there.
It's okay, mate. I can always radio broadcast here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say the guys to to remake.
Yeah, yeah. God damn it, Funada the raffle. I was at like it's something that happens, and I have to be aware of it. If you like tab out when you're loading into a game, there's a chance that it crashes, and I tabbed out to set up the raffle for after the semis, and it just.
And let me guess, this book has been here since forever.
Yeah.
Mate, it's okay, mate. You mate, remember, Blizzard is a small indie company. They cannot get everything.
It's a multi-dollar company, mate. They can't afford it, you know? Like oh god.
They do not even monetize this game anymore.
They don't. Shaking my head, mate.
Yeah, how's everything going? How's everything going, Light? How have you been surviving your 2-week nightmare?
I'm getting there. Like, fun fact, I slept like all day yesterday. I think I slept 16 hours.
Oh my god, no.
I slept for 8 hours, and then I was awake for 4, and then I went back to sleep for another 8 hours.
Like, is your family like not worried for you or something?
No,
like,
it's fine.
I feel that if I went to bed and sleep for 16 hours, my family will come and check to see if I'm even breathing, mate.
Your family cares, mate. Feels bad, man. Oh god. Yeah, I slept a lot yesterday. And I have to sleep again soon, by the way. Like, I ruined myself. Like, I needed to stay up a little bit longer because we're casting DreamHack again in like 12 hours. So I need to like time my sleep to wake up just before DreamHack, so I'm not dead when I'm casting, you know.
By the way, I was gonna ask, how come you're going to cast DreamHack tomorrow but not today?
There's a reason for that. There's a reason. If you want to know the real reason, today was actually the anniversary with me and Kuro.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been seeing each other for this is year 4 now. Year 4.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I also believe this is the first time that you mentioned it on the stream.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah, because of that, like, it's like, you know, we could try and cast more DreamHack, but we intentionally told ESL, like, hey, these days we're not gonna cast. You know, take some days for ourselves.
Sounds good. So, did you do anything special?
We just.
Did you guys have a Final Fantasy 14 date or something?
Oh yeah. Of course, mate. Of course. Oh god. Fun facts. We're gonna tweet about this anyway, so like, this is public information. The day after the cast tomorrow, also we had an opportunity, if we wanted to, we could cast more DreamHack, like more days in a row. But it is the birthday of Kuro as well. It's Kuro's birthday.
Ooh, happy. Well, okay, not yet, but happy future birthday, Kuro.
Yes. So we're also taking that day off to celebrate Kuro's birthday.
Yeah, speaking of celebrating, mate, finally the game has loaded. And here we go, starting here in the open left-hand corner of the map, the Chilean Protoss player, the new best friend of Light VIP. This is CristianoX.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Peruvian Protoss. He is red, already up in this best of 3 series, 1-0. Representing Team Unidos por el Vicio, it is XionS. And you say my new best friend, it's one of those things where, like, in the Latin American scene and in the Latin American community, like, they're just, you know, there's just some good people, you know, like, I feel like everyone's friendly, and, like, you know, like, people like Shelby and Chaos Fade and Cristiano, and, like, I think what's great is, like, a lot of the pro players, they show up in the chat as well, like, even though you may not like it, like Paco Mike shows up to give you love as well. Like,
Mate, we have to do it. There are like 20 people playing StarCraft in the region, mate. We have to be friendly with each other. We cannot afford to lose anyone else.
It's true. But because of that, like, there's some nice like family vibes that go on with the Latin American community. Like, it feels very tight knit, you know.
Mate, you're Peruvian. You should know about this. Like, you go to a place, you say that you are from Peru, and they recognize that you are from Peru, and suddenly you're eating dinner with the family, mate.
Yeah, that's what happens, you know. Like, they found out I'm from Peru, and then like Saberlight and Tiratuga, and like everyone just shows up as well to support. They're like, yo, let's go. Another really fun thing is, I don't know if you noticed, because I don't know if you watched, but when Cristiano was casting DreamHack, like, yo, Latin America showed up in the chat.
Oh, Cristiano was casting DreamHack. I missed that, mate.
I
missed that. I watched that he was casting Copa Hyperion last week, but because I have been busy.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for people who don't know, I got a job. And I have not watched any DreamHack the whole week. The whole week I just watched Latin America. Did I watch Latin America? Yes, I watched Latin America, but I didn't watch the B stream, mate. I'm sorry. I watched the mainstream.
Nada.
So I totally failed to hear that Cristiano is also casting DreamHack.
Yeah, he did one day.
Okay, one day.
And when he did, like, yo, everyone was showing up. D Mega, Bombilla, Neo, like, everyone was in the chat, like, giving him support. They all got banned because you can't speak Spanish in the ESL Twitch chat, but they were there.
Were you casting DreamHack Latin America?
Nah, North America.
Okay, it's totally understandable then.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Bombilla, shout out to Bombilla because he actually showed up to play today.
Yeah.
And Funara to Bombilla because he lost in the fifth round.
He's out of practice, mate. Shaking my head. But at least he showed up.
He said he got a call from work in the middle of the match, and then in that moment he got the teeth.
God damn it, Bombilla. God damn it. All right, here we go. Xion's, meanwhile, he threw down a proxy pylon, and this is important because he does have 2 gateways already up and running. Robo behind this, so he's applying a little bit of pressure. Ooh, D-Dep's gonna find a way in.
Is the problem gonna? Yeah, it is gonna arrive on time. For a second, I was worried, but no, it's all fine. It's all fine. And with only 2 gateways, XionS cannot really make pressure here.
Yeah.
You know, if it was 3 or maybe 4, I would say there's a chance, but with only 2, nothing else. This is just XionS testing if Cristiano's defense was up to par.
Yeah, and by the way, this is a very interesting opener. One, Cristiano has a little bit of PTSD, so he threw down his shield battery in his main mineral line.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. To be honest.
It's true. It's very true. But just like last game, he's throwing down a lot of gateways. On 2 bases, he's going to be very aggressive with these Blink Stalkers. Again, this does mean that he's going to be behind in upgrades because there's no Forge, but because he intends to deal a lot of damage early on.
Oh, and he's gonna see the gateways with these 2 adepts. So he knows the Toilet Council and the extra gateways are here. It's a funny place to put the gateways, by the way. Instead of the main base where you usually do, you put it in the natural.
Yeah, like it's obviously like, you know, out of the way to try and hide it. But because his opponent did open up with the depths, like, he was able to get in. He sees everything. XionS should be aware, and oh my god, we have a massive gateway explosion for XionS.
Look. XionS sees a few extra gateways, and he's like, no, mate, I can do better. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh my god, I love it. Meanwhile, interesting from Cristiano, after he got scouted, he opts not to be aggressive, and he takes the 3rd base instead.
Interesting. I wonder if XionS is going to be the one with going for. No, I don't think he will. That pylon tells me that he's going for the 3rd base now.
Yeah. So some mind games going on here. Like, XionS, he's getting ready for like a War Prism to show up as well, like, just in case. And Cristiano, to catch up, he throws down 2 Forges. It's not ideal, but, you know, it is a way to, you know, again, he's 0-0 right now compared to the +1 of XionS.
I would call that a good idea, especially if Zions give him the time.
Yeah. Definitely, and with that, we're getting into the mid game. Like both players are getting their third bases up and running.
There we go, mate. Zions now moving out. He's the one that's going to be making pressure now, and nice. There was a probe there, just a suicidal probe, sacrificing probe for watching whatever was coming, and yeah, Cristiano is gonna be ready.
Yep, he even confirms where the army is with this hallucination. Nicely done there. So he does have a lot of vision out here. He has to be careful. These immortals are a little bit exposed, but okay, they back off.
I don't know, mate, why I always feel that of all the matchups in Latin America specifically, PvP is the most volatile.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like in other regions, it is usually the CVCs, but here for some reason, it is the PvP that I feel that is a coin flip.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. You could argue as well with some of the other regions, but I agree that ZVZ and some of the other regions can be a lot more intense and a lot more just crazy. So we'll see how this goes here between these two players. As Zions, it looks like he wants to go into Charge Lot Archon here with his Templar Archives.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. The question is, will Cristiano give him the time? Because, mate, I don't know if you noticed, Cristiano is like 30 supply ahead.
Oh yeah, mate, and we got 2 more gateways. We have a War Prism on the way as well. Even more gateways being thrown down. Oh my god.
I think Cristiano is tired of waiting, mate. His +1/+1 is about to finish. So this is a perfect time, mate. I mean, 28 Stalkers versus 13. 2 Immortals versus 0. He's also a few workers ahead. So, mate, Cristiano is good at macroing, mate.
Oh yeah, it really is. And here we go. Cristiano is sending it across the map. Zions will just barely catch his army. Zions he was thinking of expanding and taking a 4th base, by the way. That's not gonna happen.
Yep, immediately bring forward, kills the probes, kill the pylon. And made 150 supply versus 129.
Oh yeah, mate.
Even an hallucinated Archon.
Because why the hell not? That's a lot of supply, that's a lot of numbers, and here we go. Cristiano, he's gonna...
be careful.
Oh god,
the A move. The move command, he loses a few stalkers there, but there's still a lot of stalkers here. The immortal got shot down, mate. And now, mate, I feel that Zions is maybe able to bring it back, mate. The War Prism is also down.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I was expecting like an aggressive blink forward from Cristiano, but we just didn't see it. He was like, a lot of his army supply, a lot of his stalkers were in the back, not doing anything.
Oh my god! I mean, this was a really good idea by Cristiano, mate, but he slowly but surely has been losing the advantage that he had. Now he was 30 supply ahead. He momentarily was only 10 supply ahead. He still has more gateways, I believe. Yeah, it is 9 gateways versus Zions has more gateways actually. So yeah, that was not a cancel, mate. That was a snipe.
That was a kill. We do have an aggressive blink forward here from Zions. I don't know if that's the best move, but he does still have the Archons. The Archons tank a lot of these stalker shots. And Zions is able to push away Cristiano. I still believe that there was an opportunity there, and we saw it where Cristiano maybe moved commanded a little bit too much, right? Like it was an awkward place to fight. Because of that, Zions was able to take advantage of the terrain of the choke point, and even though he was down in supply, he was able to take the fight.
Sosa in the chat says that every Protoss in Latin America thinks that the matchup is a build order win most of the time.
Are they correct though? Are they correct? We'll see. I
don't know, mate. I have no idea. Speaking of build order wins, mate, there's a Dark Shining coming.
Ooh, there is one on the way. Is it going to come into play? Cristiano, I feel like he's getting ready for another big attack. He also wants to get into Charge Archon. He has to be careful though. Even though he has a lot of zealots, like if he goes in too soon and at the wrong angle, these Archons are just gonna obliterate everything. Like it's not gonna be pretty.
That's a lot of Archons, mate, but that's also a lot of zealots. And there we go, mate. Zealots coming in. Trying to sandwich Zion's army, mate. The army of Zions is forced to go back.
Yeah, the Zealots are bunching up, but they're getting on top of this. A lot of these Archons, though. Cristiano is pushing through.
Bring forward from Cristiano, mate. The Archons are falling. No more Archons are gonna be left in any second now. And there we go. Shield battery overcharge is used.
Oh, exactly. In the end, Cristiano, he sees the overcharge. He backs off. I want Cristiano. I want him to like. We need to like oh god, what is it like? Inject some killer instinct into him somehow, you know, like we need to get some Haas in him, you know, like just go for the kill, mate. Just blink forward. Like there's been a lot of opportunities here, but he's been a little bit timid, it feels.
There we go, mate. Wave 2 of Zealot run by are coming by Cristiano. He's a little afraid, I think, of committing, mate. And there we go. Dark Templars are on the map, and I don't think Cristiano has an observer with this army.
Yeah, he took too long. Because of that, DTs did finish up here, and now XionS will hold on to his 4th base. At the same time, we have DTs harassing across the map. 1 at the 4th, 1 at the natural, 1 at the 3rd. Oh, this is dangerous.
Mate, Cristiano doesn't have observers, mate. They're only just popping out of the robo.
Cristiano was doing so well this game, and now suddenly all his probes are going down. There's chaos in every single base. He could even lose this base here if he's not too careful.
Yeah, I think he's going to lose it, mate. And there we go. Cancel on the base. 16, 17 probes, 18 probes. Wait, where is the observer? The observer got out, but where is it?
God,
he's with the army right now.
Yes, with the main army. Meanwhile, here we go. We do have a massive counterattack here from XionS. Cristiano, he's just all over. He's floundering around like he's not responding well to this. He will finally rotate over towards the north, but he loses another Nexus.
Mate, it was very expensive for Cristiano. He never responded to the DTs, mate, and he also lost 1 Nexus.
Yeah.
So his economy is now in shambles.
He's all in. He has to end the game here and now. He does have an observer with the army. He has to keep it alive, otherwise DTs will defend for XionS.
There we go, mate. Zealot versus Zealot, Stalker versus Stalkers. But the shield battery overcharge is very strong, mate.
Yeah, it is, and the Archons have fallen for Cristiano. XionS, he is pushing through this entire army. He has the supply lead. He held on to his 4th base, and as all this is happening, the DT is still alive, by the way.
It is 2-2 for Cristiano versus a 3-0 for XionS. I don't know who has better. It doesn't matter because Cristiano doesn't have any economy left, and GG, mate.
GG gets called. XionS takes the series 2-0.
Oh my god, that was heartbreaking. Like.
Yeah,
that was heartbreaking. He had it, and then DTs happened.
DTs 100% won XionS that series, that game, I should say. Cristiano, he was making all the right moves. I have to say, I can't critique him too much there in game 2, other than the fact that he gave XionS a lot of time. You know, he gave him a lot of time there, and as we saw, he wasn't ready for the DTs. Ugh.